And here's what's been trending this week on Facebook.
Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Hashtag Trending with Friends. I'm Jason.
I'm Stephanie.
And today we have our special guest co-host, Ryan.
Hello everyone.
Okay.
So, I guess we should...
there's lots of stuff trending tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, we just finished watching the summer finale of Pretty Little Liars, which is our first topic that's trending.
Mm-hmm.
And it has been 5 years in the coming that we finally found out who A is. Yeah. Okay, so spoiler alert. We already knew that Charles was A, but the question was, who was Charles?
That's another thing. So should we take a drink for this, or yes?
I think we should, because it's time to celebrate. Yeah. Today we have our lemon drops. Yeah. And let's,
Very lemony.
It's lemon drop.
Sorry. Okay, so today we found out that Charles, the brother of Allison De Laurentiis, is in fact CC Drake. Dun dun dun. So it turns out that our good old friend Charles was really a woman on the inside, and it didn't really match.
Yeah, so I think they went with more of definitely modern and what's trending now as like the new normal. So that's being transgender. So they made the A be transgender,
which is what I found kind of interesting was that in the books, A was technically Allison, but we found out that she had a twin sister, Courtney. Mm-hmm. And that the girls were never actually friends with Allison, but they were friends with Courtney. So Charles kind of became, when Charles became Cece, Charles was almost like Allie's twin. Yes. So it kind of takes the twin theory into fact that Mrs. De Laurentiis bought the same outfits for both girls.
Yeah.
So that was pretty interesting, but it also answered all of our other questions. Although I do have to say I wasn't wowed with the fact that Cece was A. I really thought it was going to be one of the boyfriends. I wanted something that was going to shock me and like horrify me at the same time.
And I know what was it that Laura said, or not Laura, but that it was trending like, oh my god, it's going to be like, you're going to sympathize and all that stuff.
They said that we were going to feel for A, and it was going to be heart-wrenching. And I'm like, if Ezra, who I always thought it was going to be Ezra, because there were so many dropped hints about like F. Scott Fitzgerald references and Hitchcock references. Like, Ezra's last name is Fitzgerald. I thought for sure that it was going to be Ezra, which would have like destroyed my soul, because like
that would have been crushing.
That would have been heart-crushing.
Feels right there.
I mean, I think it was kind of over the top. Cece explained her entire life story about how she was sent away and she really wasn't mentally ill. She was just trying to be the best big brother, sister.
Yeah. Which is actually a bit of a clue that you mentioned.
Yeah. There was a line in last season's finale where Hannah said, he, she, it, bitch, referring to it. I'm like, oh, he, she, it. I'm like, transgender.
Kind of
ding, ding, ding.
makes sense right there as a clue.
But we also found out that Sarah Harvey was the Red Widow and Redcoat, and it's like, she just came in at the very end of the season and the beginning of the season, and it's like, who is this girl? Mm-hmm. So it was really interesting, and then we found out that Mona, in fact, murdered Bethany.
So much.
But Cece murdered Wilden. So all these answers are being solved. Although we never did find out who murdered Garrett Reynolds, the other cop. And we find out that Toby's mother was actually pushed off by Bethany Young.
Mm-hmm.
And
kind of framing
Charles for the death.
Yeah.
And that's why they paid him off. So, like, every question that we've had pretty much from the beginning was answered in this episode, which was pretty cool. Do you have to say I'm not completely impressed, though, with the whole A reveal?
You wanted it to be like, ooh.
I wanted it to be something that was going to be so
like
shocking.
A really familiar face is what you wanted.
I mean, Cece came in... I mean, she was in several episodes, but she was never a likable character. She always seemed kind of sketchy, which, I mean, we guess that should be a clue.
Yeah.
But still, like, I was kind of hoping it would be one of the boyfriends, or, like, a lot of fan theories went into the parents. I think it would have been really interesting if we found out one of the parents.
So cool.
Was.
It is what it is.
But it is what it is, and I'm curious to find out who the new A, or whatever it is, because at the end, we find out that Allison got married, and now some guy is coming after her.
Mm-hmm. So it jumps 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So, next we have Bradley Cooper. So, he was spotted and photographed. Well, what it said was appeared to show actor, kissing model Irina Shayk on Italy's Amalfi Coast. The picture itself is not appears.
They were not appearing to do anything. They were locking lips.
Full on. Yeah. It was,
and what's wrong with that?
The fact that they just put on there, it appears.
I mean, there was nothing apparent about it. It was
there. Right there, yeah.
Well, that's the publishers or editors or writers' fault. That's not their fault. Don't blame them.
So they did, in fact, kiss. That's where we're at.
So, yes. So, I know that he had been with Suki Waterhouse for 2 years, and they broke up, and she had been with, I believe, Cristiano Ronaldo. Is that right? Yeah, for a couple years, too. I think they have a child together as well, right? Or no. He doesn't. He doesn't. It's someone else, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But
who are we talking about?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's that. But, I mean, I'm a little bit skeptical. It's like, did he leave Suki Waterhouse for her, maybe? I mean, I know her and
Well, I
Cristiano
hope he
Ronaldo,
left her.
yeah.
If not,
Well, no, they are broken up. They did announce when they broke up, and now he's seen spotted, making out with her on the Amalfi Coast. I mean, lucky for that.
So Bradley Cooper has a new love interest.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, the next topic we have that is trending is Zac Efron. So Zac Efron, is in talks to star alongside Dwayne Johnson in the new Baywatch film.
Yes, and we know that Ryan is a big Dwayne Johnson fan.
He's my man crush.
Yes.
Man crush Monday.
So you can say that you're a little jealous right now of Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Because, they have a bromance going on now.
I know, I am. That's the only time I'll ever say I'm jealous of Zac Efron.
Yeah.
So, we saw this morning on, what was it, Good Morning America?
Yeah.
And they said, get ready for, the R-rated action or...
Yeah, R-rated, like action movie. It's going to be more of a comedy, and it's going to be a bromance comedy. It reminded me definitely of 21 Jump Street, where you have those two guys bonding, and it's probably what it's going to be more on that basis. So... we should probably be seeing that.
So they're breaking out those red swimsuits again.
Oh, yeah. We should be seeing that.
Are they going to be Speedos or trunks? Do we know? Are we going to take a guess?
I'm going to say that it's going to be the traditional trunks. Probably the short trunks.
I could see... I want to say it's going to be short trunks, but I feel like maybe they might do, like, something, like, funny with, like, Speedos. Which would be a little bit interesting.
Now, just because they mentioned that it's going to be R-rated... I'm thinking that they might put the girls in bikinis, but
instead of the red ones.
But I really hope they stick to the traditional
one piece, which is it's classic, and it's Baywatch when you see it.
Yeah,
the slow motion running.
Yes, we're hoping to see that. Okay, so next we have Sarah Michelle Gellar was trending because
2 weeks in a row now.
Yeah, so she was paying tribute to Robin Williams on the anniversary of his death. If you recall, she played his daughter on their show, The Crazy Ones, which was on CBS, I believe. And it was about, I think, a season or 2 seasons long.
I want to say it was NBC.
I don't remember.
We know it wasn't ABC or Fox.
Yeah, we know that much. But it was really nice. Like, she paid tribute on one of the kind of famous scenes from Good Will Hunting that she did that with. And she also quoted Ralph Waldo Emerson on the post. That one's sometimes a mouthful for me.
So, I can't believe that it's already been a year.
It does feel very, very, a bit crazy.
It does.
Yeah.
Time flies.
It really does.
Oh, okay. So the next thing that's trending today is actor Stephen Amell. The Arrow actor is going to be making his WWE debut in ring at the SummerSlam this year.
Yes. Can't wait. It's going to be amazing. If you guys don't watch WWE at all, it was actually, I think, yesterday, he got in an altercation with one of the wrestlers and decided to get in ring himself and start fighting, and until security pulled him off of the wrestler. It was awesome. And
the video we watched today showed some behind the scenes of kind of, him saying, I want to be in the ring, I want to fight. And who was it? Was it Stone Cold Steve Austin?
No, don't shame me like that. He was talking to Triple H, who is the COO of the WWE, to get in a tag match with. He's in a tag match with one other superstar facing Cody Rhodes and Wade Barrett.
Yeah, so that...
Oh, I'm sorry, Stardust and Wade Barrett. Doesn't like to be called Cody Rhodes.
So this should be pretty awesome for fans of Arrow. I know my sister is, and I know Ryan has watched the show as well. And I
think
it's
going to bring in a lot of money for that.
Oh, yeah.
You said it was pay-per-view.
It's a pay-per-view.
Yes. So, bringing a celebrity in, that's going to really boost the...
Well, and it's not like they haven't done it before. I mean, they've had... what's her name? She's... I can't think of her name, but she's a host on one of the E! shows. She's wrestled before. A bunch of actors and celebrities have wrestled before. So it's not like it's anything new, but of this caliber and actually somebody who can fight.
Yes. So that should be really
The question is, can he?
Oh, well, I mean,
have you seen him shirtless?
Half of the first season of Arrow is just him working out and him fighting. And they also had, and I know you would appreciate this, they had Hugh Jackman on at one point. To wrestle. It was a while ago, but they did have him on.
How did I never know about this?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to YouTube that. So this should probably I may want to get that on pay-per-view and say, you know what, my sister, I'll go to her house.
Use her TV.
Yes, use her TV, her cable, all her stuff, because I'm sure she'd be like, oh, I'd pay to see that.
Well, it's probably I think it's like $60.
She's married.
For 3 or 4 hours.
It's okay.
What does that mean?
There's two incomes. Two incomes. You're fine. Okay, Erica, if you watch this,
just kidding.
Don't watch this till after the fight.
Okay. Next, so this is about FatWallet. So the website's infographic chart, it charts the fastest ship in the universe. Now this is being real to fictional. So obviously there's the Voyager 1, which is at 0 G, so it's the slowest. And then we have faster than the speed of light, which we have in second fastest being the TARDIS, which is 10 quadrillion Cs, I believe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And then the Heart of Gold, which is from A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That is infinite. So
yes, but I've never seen it. But do either of you know if it can travel through time?
That it cannot.
Well, then the TARDIS wins because it can go anywhere and when.
But it's still not as fast.
I don't care.
Because the Heart of Gold is
infinite.
Is infinite. So that's where
so
they're ranking
it can go 10 quadrillion. It can go 100 centrillion.
Because all it does is puts the location where you want to go, and then just there.
But see, I can be there before I leave with the TARDIS. Because it can travel through time.
It's not...
So I can arrive there before I actually leave.
It's not about being able to travel through time. It's about the speed of it.
Yes, if you can get there before you leave.
But didn't you just say you put in the location and it takes you exactly where you want to go?
Yeah.
Like,
within just like a snap of the fingers.
Well, quicker than that, because it's infinite.
Regardless,
yes.
I personally think the TARDIS is faster.
It's pretty cool, because you see stuff from Star Wars, even from Spaceballs,
They have anime in there with Cowboy Bebop.
They have Death, which we're not 100% sure.
How that happened?
They measured him at 100 G. And I
Like, okay, it said death and then followed by humans. So does that mean, like, death? Or is there, like, a character called Death and he travels in a show called Humans?
I don't think so. I think it's just referring to death itself. Like, maybe they're, like, trying...
Like, did they weigh...
averaging, like, how long it takes for a person to die, maybe?
Like, well, I mean...
usually, life expectancy
what's that word we
74
learned the other day?
Oh, the one with the,
You lose
the blood to your brain.
blood flow to your brain.
Yeah, the one when we were playing Trivial Pursuit.
Yes. That's probably what it's measuring. We can't remember now. And we thought we were going to be smart and remember it so we can use it with people. And we can't.
No, we just said when someone asked, how did that person die? From lack of oxygen to the brain.
That's exactly how you die. We can't remember that word. Ryan may interject.
No.
In
But you know what else I was thinking is, back when I was reading Dan Brown's The Lost Symbol, that book, you know, each one of his books has something controversial.
Mm-hmm.
In that one, they were trying to find the weight of the human soul to prove that it existed. So I almost wonder if that death thing, if that's measuring, like, the speed of the human soul.
Possibly, that'd be very
brain
interesting.
hypoxia. Apparently,
Or I think it's just hypoxia, wasn't it?
cerebral hypoxia is a decreased oxygen to the brain.
I don't remember. We'd have to pull out that Trivial Pursuit card.
And there's a lot of Trivial Pursuit cards.
Yes.
Yes. So we're...
Circa
I know
1989.
we're getting very much into just trying to figure out death here. So let's move on to something maybe a little bit more comical.
Oh, but it involves death.
Oh.
But it involves a dead comedian.
Comical?
Haha, funny or
The next thing that's trending is hashtag I Am Chris Farley. Spike TV aired a documentary about the late comedian's life and career on Monday. I didn't really...
I remember seeing, like, small skits of Chris Farley, but I was never, like, a huge
I was
fan.
never a
like,
huge fan.
I've never seen Tommy Boy in its entirety. Like, I know that's probably, like, people are probably like, oh my god. But...
it's okay, I haven't either.
And, you know, I haven't really even seen, like, he was on Saturday Night Live, right?
Yeah,
that was his bit.
that was...
Same
right.
Yeah.
And I really didn't even watch...
Well, that was back, like, what, in the 80s that he was on there? So you were a child. I mean, I don't think your mother would let you watch Saturday Night Live.
I think Chris Farley's more of a name that everybody knows, but not everybody actually
knows about it.
Right.
Yeah, like, I followed everything. So I think that's a pretty interesting documentary. I'm sure it'll be on reruns for Spike, or if you have On Demand, I'm sure it is on there as well.
And who knows? It might even end up going on, like, Netflix or YouTube
True.
or Amazon.
It does. They do.
Someone will probably get the rights to it to put it on those streaming services.
All right. So I guess a little bit on a lighter note. Right Along 2, they have confirmed it already. So the poster was released for the upcoming movie starring Kevin Hart and Ice Cube. We have not seen the movie, the first one.
I don't even like Kevin Hart.
I'm not a Kevin Hart fan.
Now, I am, and I haven't seen this. I haven't even seen The Wedding Ringer. I've seen, like, bits and pieces of it. But I really do like his stand-up comedy. But, you know what? I think that maybe I will watch it now if it becomes available on Netflix. Hint, hint, Netflix. Put it on. So maybe you'd be like, yes, I think I'll watch it.
Yeah. Netflix put it on there just for Stephanie.
Yes, because no one else
streams
it.
it.
Yeah. Just do that for me, even though it's at Redbox for like $1 and some change. But yeah, so that's going to be
It's not worth watching unless it's part of, like,
a good deal.
A good deal. Because Evan knows we live on nothing but Netflix.
Or Hulu, but...
yeah, it's...
Same. Yeah. It's essentially the same thing, different shows.
Oh, okay. And next up, her lips might be moving, but her vocal cords are not. Meghan Trainor has had to cancel the rest of her North American tour because she had a vocal cord hemorrhage.
That sounds just so bad in itself. Like,
it does.
It sounds painful as well. Like, I couldn't, like, my vocal cords have hemorrhage. Like, can she speak? Like, is it...
What exactly does that entail? Like, a hemorrhage is, like blood.
So I'm thinking maybe
like
they got swollen or something.
Like, blood just burst in them or something?
I don't know. That seems very violent. Like, because I feel like you could probably lose your voice to something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's hope that it doesn't. You know, that she
let's
doesn't.
hope it's something minor because she has like that really nice, like, raspy
And I like
voice.
it. Like,
And I
she
feel
can-
like this could really...
Ooh.
A vocal hemorrhage is blood that has leaked into the vocal fold from an injured blood vessel. So yeah, there's leaking blood into her vocal cords.
Oh, we got... Ryan has an image there, and it's just not...
It's
No,
not
it's actually
pretty.
in a video.
It's a video,
which
but we...
No.
No, it's okay. We're...
Yeah.
Yeah, we still have...
we should probably put the link in the comments if for some people like to watch gross videos.
Yeah,
We could put
Well,
the link in the
you
comments.
can Google it just like we
Yes.
did and find it.
If you're like...
First link, it's actually a YouTube video, so it should be
Yeah.
easy to find.
Because I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh my god, she has a vocal hemorrhage, and they're like, oh, God, I don't want... Yeah, maybe. Who knows? So there's that. Hopefully she
Well,
does
apparently
get
she wasn't
better.
shaking them like she was supposed to.
No. So, let's hope she gets better so she can continue on with her her career.
Because after all, it's all about that bass, right?
Yes, it is.
I always thought it was bass. Like maybe she got it from eating too much bass, like the fish. No, okay.
It's all about that bass,
Okay, so next we go into...
Well, that does sound more like what she's talking about.
You know what? We should make a spoof off of that song with fish,
I'm sure there's probably already
There's
one out
probably
there.
one.
but we can make a better one.
There's always that possibility. All right, last one on here. More to do with singers. Jason Derulo and Luke Bryan have been trending because they use the Smule app, which is a karaoke app, and they were singing a duet of "Want to Want Me," and I love Luke Bryan's performance there. I know it was just for fun. I thought it was really nice to see that. You know, kind of going back and forth.
And you know, I'm not a country music person
Mm-hmm.
like at all, so I would never really listen to Luke Bryan. But it was like interesting to see him sing a different type
Yeah.
of genre.
Yeah.
Because he's actually like a really good singer.
He's a fantastic singer.
Both of them really are.
Yeah.
They're very talented. Because obviously you see that in that video, because you know they have obviously there's no auto tune, there's nothing on there. It's just them singing. And it's a very nice video.
No, went down the wrong pipe.
Or he can't handle his liquor.
Shh. Shh. Nobody's
Okay.
supposed to know.
So I guess that's all that was really trending this week for us.
Yeah, but there were some interesting topics
Mm-hmm.
this week. As always, let us know what you think about this week's comment down in the comments. And we'd like to thank Ryan for being our special guest co-host
Thank
this
you
week.
for having me.
We kind of forced him, so it really wasn't an option.
He didn't really have a choice.
No, but it is what it is.
So, if you liked this week's video, give us the good old thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe so you get all the... I can't talk tonight.
Don't
Make
forget
sure-
to subscribe.
Yeah,
And-
please subscribe so you get all of our latest content. We do have some more challenges that are going to be coming out soon.
Some extra fun videos that we have been teasing you guys about. Well, a video. So
Yeah.
we worked very hard on it.
Well, by the time that video comes out, by the time this video comes out, that one's already going to be released.
So,
But we're talking
watch
about
it.
our Taming of the Shrew video that Stephanie and I did.
Yes.
It will come out on the
Mm-hmm.
12th, and this one will come out on the 13th, so they're going to be like
Yeah.
a day apart.
Alright.
Well, then I guess we should say that it did come out. On
It
the
did come
12th.
out. It
It
came
came
out
out
yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday, yes. We're traveling through time right now, so.
Watch it.
Yeah.
It is fantastic. If you haven't already seen it, watch it.
We'll just get to say that I am hit and pushed, so you'll want to see that. It's pretty funny.
It was.
Okay, so we'll see you next week. Bye.
Hey guys, Steph here. Thanks for watching this week's episode of #TrendingWithFriends. Don't forget to subscribe and like us on Facebook.